Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be discussing about next concept on sheet metal operations. So we'll be seeing this from this side. First bit. So we'll be seeing the contents are as like this: working of press tool, specifications of press machines, and types of press machines. So in the working of pressing machines, what we have to do? The strip is going to be advanced. Strip is going to be moved until it contact with the finger stop, and it is being pushed by the forward operation. Once it is being contact with the finger stop, it's going to stop, and the first operation is going to be takes place. It may be piercing operations. Okay. So once the operation is done, the finger stop is going to be taken back. Again, the strip moves. Again, it is being stopped by the automatic stoppers, and again these operations of piercing will take place at the same time the blanking will takes place. Okay. And this here the press ram will be moving up and down. So all this punch unit will be moving up and down. That is called as a tripping of press ram. Okay. And the pilots are going to engage the already previously pierced holes to register the exact position of blank and the strip. So this is the overall working of any press tool. If it is for the we discuss for the progressive. Similarly, it is there for the forming operations and all. The forming at the very first, the blank is converted into shape, cup shapes, and all these things. So advantages of press tools can be produced at higher production rates. Large volume production is possible. This is a major advantage where if you go to other things, other side, it is not possible. And lower labor cost per unit is obtainable. Within a fraction of seconds or the minutes, we are going to get lakhs of components. Okay. Many different surfaces and finishes can be available, and close dimensional tolerances can be maintained over here. So these are the advantages of press tool. Okay. So next tools disadvantages. Coming to disadvantages, the cost are higher. The auxiliary other press auxiliaries are need to be taken, and this cost will also increases. The process control may be failure, or the poor process control is there, and lack of knowledge about these fundamental processes operations of these press machines will lead to failures. Okay. Next is a press. Okay, press is the machine where used for to get the various components productions to produce apart from the raw materials. You can see here kind of press is there, punching press. We are going to place the die in the pressing machines. The first and foremost thing is consider is tonnage required, the capacity of press. Okay, what capacity of press is required to perform our operations to get our product. So it is tonnage can be calculated from the applying the forces. How much force is required? What kg force is required for the operations? Next is selection of press. As we are telling, we have to select the press such a way that 20 to 30% more force than required you have to use, because the punch get blunt due to usages, continuous usages, and it has got vertical forces considerably. Okay. In order to have the factor of safety, okay, we have to add, if you are getting 50 tons, okay, we have to add additional 20 to 30%, say about 65 or the 70 side is safer zone. Okay, keeping this. Okay, So for all these things, selection and all these pressing machines, the tool designer should know all these terms. Okay, what are the terminologies are there in the pressing machines and the parts of pressing machines, how to select these pressing machines, what are the types of pressing machines, all these things. So as I was telling, you should know all these things. These are the 10 important parameters of the specifications of press. For example, if you want to purchasing any mobile, we will be telling the various features. Similarly, for the presses also there, you have to tell in terms of press tonnage, cable size, press bed, bolster plate, RAM, knockout, all these specifications. Very first one is a press tonnage. Okay, as I said, uh, tonnage of press is the force. Okay, that the press ram is able to exert safely. Okay, the press ram is going to apply the force on the pressing tool. Okay, or the die. Okay, so it should be greater than the whatever the force required. Okay, 20 to 30% more on the factor of safety factor side. Coming to next is press table. The length and depth or the width of all these dimensions of press table should be greater than the press tool or the press die. The purpose is that it should rest on the table very properly. Okay. So and it should have the clearance so that all these scraps to be taken out from the press tool very easily. For that reason, the length and the depth of press table should be more than the width of the tool, width and length of. Next is the press bed, a rectangular part of the frame, which is often at the center of the machine, which supports the bolster plates, which horizontally part serves at a table on which the lower die assembly is going to be fitted. Next is bolster plate. It's a plate secured to the press bed for locating and supporting the tool. Bolster plate is there. So next one is the ram or slide. So ram is a upper press member that moves through stroke. Okay. So it will be moving up and down in the pressing machines with a certain distance depending on the size and design of press. Okay. And here the position of ram can be adjusted over here, but not the stroke. So distance from the top of the bed to the bottom of the slide when the stroke is down. That is called as the maximum shut of the press in a closed conditions. So knockout, okay, we'll be having knockout rod in the presses. Okay, wherever this used in the compound dies, okay, to eject the workpieces. It is a mechanism in the operating in the upstroke of the press, which will eject the workpieces. Next is shank hole. Shank hole will be having in a ram. They're having the shank hole, so that should have the running fit with the tool shank. Okay, and the length of shank should be 1 to 2 mm less than the shank hole, so that is proper contact with the face ram. Okay, so and there should be clear passages should be there. Throat is nothing but a gap between the bed to the other end of the tool. Okay, it should be the half of the table depth. Okay, throat nothing but a reduced sections. Okay. Next is a stroke. Stroke is a of press is reciprocating motions. Okay, ram as we are having the strokes. Okay, So stroke is the reciprocating motion of the press slide or the press hand, usually specified as the number of inches between the terminal points of the motion. Inches, 2 inches of motion, 3 inches. So length of traveling distance from linear reciprocating up and down. So the stroke is will be constant for mechanical presses, but it can be adjusted on the hydraulic presses. Okay. Fixed as well as adjustables are used as per the requirement. And for bending operations and other forming operations, we require long press strokes than the cutting operations and the cutting tools. And there should be clearance should be required for loading and unloading the workpiece, such a way that we have to adjust the strokes. Tool shed height. Shut means close. Okay. Tool in a closed conditions. Okay. So height of the press in a closed conditions at the end of the downstroke. Okay. It is the distance of the top bolster to the bottom surface of the bottom bolster. It will be tool shut height. Okay. So top of the top bolster to bottom of bottom bolsters. So that in a closed condition is called tool shut height. It should be less than the 5 to 10 mm less than the press shut height, because so that adjustment of press settings can be done very easily. And again the press shut height, it is measured when adjusting screws are inserted fully into the pitman or connecting rod to the press. It is the distance, no doubt, it is the distance from the table and the ram face down. Okay. That distance is considered as a press shut height. So next, classifications of presses. Okay. We are having C frame or H frame. It is in the form of C shape or H shape. Next is table disposition. It may be inclinable or non-inclinable. Next is stroke, fixed or variable. Number of slides, single slide, double slide, triple slide. Type of drives, gear drives, non-gear, cranking, knuckle joint type. Next is method of activations, mechanical, hydraulics, and pneumatics. Next is purpose for which they are used, blanking, trimming, notching based on the operations. Method of operations, automatic feed, manual feed, and even for the speed of operations, high speed pressing machines, low speed pressing machines. Next, based on the press power. Okay. So four basics are there: sources, power sources. Manual, it is being operated hand operated or foot operated. Mechanical, mechanically driven gears, flywheels, single reduction gear or multiple reduction gears. So hydraulics presses will have the any fluid on oil or water, like that kind of hydraulic type. Pneumatics will be using air as a medium, operated by the compressing air. So even for the press speed, we are having cutting dice. Cutting dice are operated very speed of ranges of 50 to 800 strokes per minute. Whereas for drawing and forming, we should require slowly to allow metal to flow. And the range is about 5 to 100 strokes per minute. So next, mechanical presses or gaff frame presses, they are called as. So 5 to 1000 tons are available. We are having standard tonnages. They are having mechanical means they are having flywheel operated, gear press, knuckle joint. It is not 10 knuckle joint, toggle joint presses. Okay. Knuckle joint presses used for the special operations like cold forging. Forging is also same here. Forging dies will be used. Okay. In between the dies, we are going to place the workpiece and all. hydraulic presses will be working on the principle of hydraulic principle, that's Pascal's law. Gradually the load is applied, reaches the peaks, reaches the bottom dead center, and operation be performed. Usually it is used like in production of utensils, house utensils, and automobile parts and starter box and all these things, even for the deep drawing, forming operations, bending operations. Okay. Usually the capacity ranging from 5 tons to 1000 tons. So pneumatic, as it is similar to hydraulic press and adopt compressed air for working instead of hydraulic oil. And it is used for the small press components. Very important. Limited applications found in a certain specific industries. Manually operated, as it is said manually, no power is required, and they are called as flywheel presses. We are having the flywheel at the top and the rotating wheel at the top with the screw, connected screw. By rotating the flywheel, okay, the screw is going to get down, and the press is going to be compressed. Okay, operation is going to be done. So usually this operation suitable for thin press components, preferably of 1 mm or below, and all this. Okay, thank you coming to an end. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you understood the concept of working of press tool and specifications of press machines, and lastly types of press machines. Hope you understood this concept. Please feel free to contact me for any queries or any doubts, and be ready to attend this. Thank you, one and all.